Thank you so much for taking the time to sit and talk with us. Really love the show.
Thank you.
I know that's like a huge opportunity to do a reality show in conjunction with a new project. So tell me a little bit about how you found out about the reality show and what made you want to participate.
Well, with Love and Hip Hop, Mona Scott Young is the executive producer, and I've known Mona for a number of years, and she reached out to me. It's like, you know what, we're doing this show. It was originally Jim and the Family Jones, for people who don't know. And I want you to come be a part of it. So at first, they wanted me to be, you know, like Chrissy's friend. Never met Chrissy, but I've known Jim for years. So I was like, okay, let's have a conversation about it. And we went into a meeting with Jim Ackerman, who's the president of VH1. Chrissy came and met us. I was there with my manager, Rich, and Mona. And we just discussed the possibilities. Chrissy and I clicked, and then from there, we were in discussions.
Was there a moment when you were talking to her when you kind of like, okay, she's cool, this is gonna work, or like what was your thought process during that meeting?
I wasn't too sure because she was late, and she said she was running from the gym. And then they must have thought I was on my bougie stuff because I had my glasses on, but it was dumb sunny that day, you know, and you know, we're artists, we wear it inside. It was a problem.
A little fabulous. Okay,
right.
okay.
Plus, I'm just meeting everybody, so I'm a little shy for people who don't know me. I really am shy, but I'm very personable. But it was a meeting, and I wasn't, you know, too comfortable with everybody yet, so I kept my shades on. But it was really good. After I felt her vibe, and we talked everything out, and Mona told me what the synopsis was supposed to be. And then it turned into, we wanted about 4 women with their careers and just showing how we're diversified, but then how we can link also together. I was like, you know what, this might be a really good look. And especially for people who don't know me, that's why I thought this was a really good thing for me to do.
Yeah, I think that's one of the great things about the show. It gives people an opportunity to get to see a lot of your personality.
Yes.
So, you know, in the show you're kind of portrayed, and I know it's edited, as being kind of tough and sassy. So how much do you feel that's Olivia, and how much do you feel that's, okay, producer?
Well, I do have all those sides. I think every woman has those sides, but I think that they hone in on it way too much because that's not really how I always am. But I get it for the show. You have to do certain things. I wish they would have just told me.
So tell me about your relationship with each of your co-stars, because there are 3 other girls, Chrissy, Emily, and Samaya.
Well, Chrissy, like I said, we have a good relationship. You know, we bonded through the show, and you see that as well. I'm still learning Emily, and the other one I don't have a relationship with.
It's interesting to say you're still learning Emily because you shot the show last year. So what's going on with that?
You know, during the show, you'll see me say certain things where I say, you know what, I don't really know Emily yet, but because she's Chrissy's friend, I'm gonna, you know, give it a chance. It's just that she's done a few things that confuse me at times. Like I thought that we were cool, and I have no problem with Emily at all. And I just need to learn her, you know, and as she'll tell me, you know, stuff that I'll see on the show. This was before she knew me, and, you know, she doesn't want me to take it a certain way. But I'm like, okay, I still don't know how to play it.
Is there something specific that happened? I mean, we see the things about her kind of cross-referencing your relationship with Darrell.
That was definitely one of the issues, especially that situation. When I explained to them my situation with Darrell, they had already knew that we were in a funny stage. You know, we were together, then we broke up, and then we were still dating and seeing each other. Every woman knows that period where you're still seeing somebody, but you're confused because it's like a back and forth, off and on thing. So that's where we were at. So the fact that she tried to make it seem like I was lying or I needed to lie.
Well, the show
I've never had
like...
to lie about a man ever in my life, and misery loves company. And I'm definitely not a miserable person, and I'm not gonna fall into that trap.
So what's your current dating status? You said before that you and Darrell aren't dating. So are you dating someone now?
No, I'm just casually dating now. You know, really focused on the music, and that's where I've always been.
I know a lot of people don't really know how much work you do behind the scenes. Like you do writing, you're working with developing new talent, and you have your own album coming out later this year. So let's talk a bit about that. Let's start with your album.
The album, I'm so excited. Like, this really is my baby. I've been doing this album. Your whole face just like lit up when you said that. Because I'm pleasantly like not. It's the best feeling.
What's the track that people should be, or the tracks that people should be on the lookout with for this new project?
So many. Like my Missy Elliott records are probably still my favorites to this day, no matter who I record with. One is called Right One For You. Obviously, it's about finding the right one for you. You know, no matter what you're going through, there's always going to be someone out there for you, and that track just touches my heart.
So another thing I read you talking about was girl groupies, and that, you know, when you were traveling with the guys, a lot of times the chicks were checking for you. Yes. So tell us about that.
Those were some funny moments. I will say I have the most enthusiastic women fans that there are, and I love them to death, and some of them will do and say the craziest things to get your attention.
Like what?
And it's usually the ones overseas, but they just go so hard. Like, I don't know if I have that look where I must like girls when I'm overseas, but that's what they sure act like. And it is the funniest and most flattering thing under the sun.
So what kinds of things are they doing to get your attention?
They pull their shirts up.
Really?
They leave notes at the front desk for me because I don't go, you know, under my name whenever we're in hotels. It's just the craziest things. They'll run up to the guys like they, you know, like they're friends with them, and they're like, if you please just introduce me to Olivia, I'll do X, Y, and Z. And then the guys are like, oh, really, Olivia? So it's funny. So
this will be my last question about the team and stuff. So being the only girl with the group, I'm sure you were doted on in many ways. Is there like a memorable moment or a memorable gift, present that you received that kind of sticks with you, makes you think fondly of your time there?
There were a lot of things, but I will say I remember Fifth telling everybody, don't nobody talk to Olivia. She's your sister. If y'all do, you getting kicked out the group. And that was the funniest thing ever, because we had like a meeting. It was so cute, like when I got signed, like, because we did a lot of family stuff together.
Like?
So anything. We would like have barbecues at each other's houses, or we would just all hang out, or just even if it's all of us just meeting at Fifth's house to have like family day. He's very much into that.
What's your relationship with him like now?
Oh, we're good. For everybody who's asking, we're very good. We already sat, we talked, we're cool, we caught up with everything, and he's just a good person.
So I'm gonna read off a few like names or phrases, and then you can tell me the first thing that comes to mind.
Okay.
Since we were just on it, 50 Cent.
Teddy bear.
Clive Davis.
Mentor.
Alicia Keys.
Friend.
The industry.
Bullshit. No. Roller coaster.
Love and hip hop.
Love.
Chrissy.
Oh my God. Spitfire.
Emily.
Neutral.
Samaya.
Next question, please.
Your future.
So many words to describe that one. Never ending.
Tell fans how they can make sure to stay in contact with you and connected with everything that's going on with you.
They can catch me on Twitter, which is One and Only Olivia, the number one and only Olivia, and my website is oliviaworldwide.com.
Okay. And what should we look forward to with the rest of the season with Love and Hip Hop?
My music. Thank God it's about to be all about the music now, and I'm very excited because that's the reason why I did the show.